On section 2, I have a question. Are we past the point of needing to use the N word? On my end, I know we had a conversation before about this, and I think that I came off a little bit insensitive because I'm not understanding something, okay, from their viewpoint. So I'm gonna give my point, but this is just what's going on in my mind. It's not concrete. If you can skew my mind, help me out. But I want to know why we still
You
use.
give your point. I'm gonna skew it.
Okay, all right. Why are we using the N word? That is my question. Still, is it benefiting us? I do not see the point if this word is so bad that we still use it. And not only that, if we've called that by a certain group, then we end up calling each other that, but they can't say it. What did we win? What am I missing that I would want to address?
All right.
Other black man.
All
That's
right.
the N word. A
All
king.
right.
I even throw in king. What about that? Ooh, that was even better. Go on.
All right.
Help me out.
So listen. I feel you, and I hear what you're saying. And again, this is something that I see on both perspectives. Like there's been a time in my life that I've used that word
Oh, yeah.
on the numerous and many. Every now and then, it might even slip out now. Every now and then,
Yeah,
generally, I generally changed it, but I understand why that word is used, and I think from the perspective of our people, because it was used meant in a derogatory sense when it was said to us in a certain type of way with the er on there, that you know what I'm saying? It was meant to be derogatory. It was meant to, make you feel less than or whatever. So when instead of our people accepting that, you know what I mean? Because a thing can only have as much power as you give it, right? So just because they used it in a derogatory sense doesn't mean that we have to accept it and accept that as a derogatory term. So we could take it and skew it in a sense, flip it, you know what I mean, and make it our own, you know what I mean? So it's like something in a sense that brought what brings us together in a sense, you know what I mean, especially during certain times, uh, especially during certain times. So I look at it more from that aspect, like how does it benefit? How does it not benefit? Well, I don't know. I mean, that's an individual thing, but I think as a whole, it was more of a rallying cry for like, nah, like that's my nigga right there, like my brother, my people. You know what I mean? It's like something for us to identify ourselves with, to take what was meant to be a negative and turn it into a positive. And I mean, in a sense, it's almost like throwing it in your face, like, yeah. And you better not say it. You better not say it. Because when you
But
said it, you know what I mean? Because initially when y'all said it, it was meant to be derogatory. Now we didn't flipped it and made it cool, and that's another thing, because we create culture. Like we create the culture. Like everything we do is followed, mimic, monetized. You know what I'm saying? So now we didn't flip it and made it cool. Now you want to jump on it and want to be okay saying it. Well, you say it, but nah.
okay. Again, I hear you. I hear you. So I'm going to then question the power part.
Mhm.
The power. I don't see the power in saying it. Now, I would see the power if you want to go out and call white people niggas.
What's the
I
power in that?
I don't know. That's why I don't see the each other thing. So it's almost like that's something I just must have missed that class or something.
Well, I don't even think it's a class. I just literally think like, and again, this is just my own thought of it. Like, I can't speak
Yeah.
for everybody as individuals or what it means to them or how they feel about it. But I just feel like personally, it was just a way for us to take it. It's like the stories like they would say back in the slave. I mean, you know how soul food came about, right? Because the slaves, they only got the scraps, they only got the leftovers, what was left over, you know what I mean? and they took what they could and just put their everything into it to, you know, put their soul into it when they cooked it and prepared it. So they took what was meant to be a negative, turned it into a positive. We're gonna eat good. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, now I like that. Now we're getting somewhere.
I mean, that's the best way I could describe it.
I think you may have answered that question. That even helps me out. Was that they had so much they had to work with, so they had to make do with what they got. And instead of, when they would hear that word, it would be so degrading being said to them, that they had to embrace it in a way because they were being mentally torn down.
Yeah. I said,
Okay.
Take that negative and let's make it a positive, man. Let's bring us together. Like what does soul food do? Soul food brings everybody together, right? Like in a way that's like it was like our soul food in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you ain't finna degrade us like that. Like, that's my brother right there. Like, you know.
Okay.
Just my perception. It's just my perception.
I'm not gonna start using the word like that. But hearing that was probably, honestly, the best explanation I've ever heard. The best analogy that I've ever heard. So you would definitely have won that debate, because
I skewed his point, y'all. I skewed his point.
I still ain't gonna say it, but
that's cool. That's cool. I don't need you to. As long as your mind was opened up to it, I skewed your point. Let's go.
And folks, that's why we trying to do this, so that we can have honest, open conversations, not be so angry, and see that two people can talk. We can not see the same palette or picture, but somehow it got skewed together where I can understand that side, because I for the life of me, that actually made sense. So hats off. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't ready for that. I ain't got nothing for that.
Let's go.
I'm mighty man. Hey, you got me.
Hey, again, and I don't necessarily use the word like that. Like, I use brother more than I use anything. Like,
yeah, no, I don't. I'm not.
But at the same time, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. And there was a point in time when I did, like, you know, so I get it. You know.
Yeah, I mean, when we was younger, I mean, hey, I'm just trying to have a good time, brother. You know?
That's it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
On to the next topic. That was great.